people, I'm Terios and Merry 0 days till next Christmas! Alright, so one thing that I've changed between episodes that first you can see the commentary at the top easier, and now I've enabled the elemental glow, so now I can actually see which element I'm actually using, especially since when you're infused with an element you actually start using it bit by bit, but yeah, we kinda got sucked into Super Mario World and now we are going to have to deal with it. Okay, I hope whoever finds these will fight for the better of the worlds. For you, Traveler, I have left my notes in some of these binary indexes. I hope that you have not been taken by the darkness yet. I don't know, that's kinda too late, question mark? Anyway, that's a Goomba. It's usually an average Mario enemy. Yes, an actual Goomba. Because you don't have the boots that Mario does, you will not be able to jump on them without hurting yourself. It's okay though, because you can still just kick their asses your way. They just walk in one direction and keep going. Okay, crippled by full swing and weak to earth. Can't believe we're seeing a real Goomba here. But you know, it's actually kinda disappointing now that I'm looking at one for real. I mean, seriously, they're cannon fodder. There's not really that much to go into them, since you probably know everything about them anyway. I don't know, since you kinda have to actually fight them, that's kinda weird, but yeah, the game finally starts actually starting right now, but yeah, there's another new enemy. It's a green paratrooper. All they do is hop in one direction. Their shell gives them decent defense, and seeing that they are very resistant to water-based attacks but very weak to wind elements, so they're weak regardless. You know, I'm starting to think that maybe Mario isn't all that great. What? What are you talking about? I mean, these guys can't even put up a halfway decent fight for you. I'm sure the traps are nasty, but still, I wonder how cheap it is to hire these things, or do they just enjoy arbitrarily bouncing around bottomless infested fields? Speaking of bottomless pits, the Mushroom Kingdom sure is a dangerous place with all of them laying around, and weak to wind-fused upward strike and wind in general, so yeah, green paratroopers are easy to deal with. Okay, so one thing I neglected to mention in the last episode is that the upward strike is really fast, so if you gotta spam attacks, use that. That's useful, and it destroys enemies real quick. So first I'm going to deal with the enemies down there to, well, make sure we don't get hit, and also to get experience and whatever. So now I can just go back here and get through the upper path, which gives us a bunch of goodies, such as more spiritual energy and whatnot. Okay, now, you there, I'll just kill you like that. By the way, you can get up there, but not right now, and I'm not quite sure whether you can or can't enter pipes. So anyway, right now it would be impossible to get up there normally, but using mental instruction it's pretty much trivial. And we get the Turbo's movie, Turbo's move. Alright, sugar. Alright, there's more Goombas, and now bullet bills are happening. Those might be a problem in platforming heavy places. Okay, and they are weak to water. The infamous bullet bill. You know these are going to cause some annoyance. They're just going on direction and only left or right. They are resistant to most elements, but I'm seeing a water weakness for them. Also, here's a fun fact about bill blasters. If you stand close to them, they won't fire bullet bills. They get scared. You don't say, it's almost as if it's their normal behavior. My comment-related info keeps getting mixed in with my own personal side comments for these Mario-related bad guys. I mean, it's interesting the lives that bullet bills have. I mean, you can't help but feel sorry for them a little bit. I understand why they're so angry all the time too. I mean, seriously, their whole life consists of being shot out of a large cannon. Who knows what happens to them then? They just fly off the screen and then disappear forever. Yeah, it's kind of an existential thing to think about. Okay, so you can get blocked by a ping test. But I don't know, this makes the screen kinda hard to see, but not that much. Oh, and I completely blocked the dialogue, way to go. Alright, but at least Jeremy figured out some things. Alright, if you have any downward momentum in the air when you attack an enemy, you kinda bounce. This is something important to keep in mind, especially for bosses or enemies with a lot of health, because yeah, that will give you the ability to attack more often, especially since you'll be probably spamming the upward strike. Anyway, this is another place where people get slightly confused when they don't, well, they don't know yet how to properly use mental extraction to go upwards, such as me right now, being an idiot. Alright, you just gotta time yourself right and jump over the things, and you get a bag of Skittles. Not, by the way, that paratrooper was kinda, I don't know, just sorta floating in the air. I'm pretty sure that wasn't intended, but anyway, we're done with this place, and now we're in the world map. And Jeremy already figured out how to use it. Basically, use your mouse and then click stuff. By the way, if you press J, you can toggle the item check, but right now it doesn't do much because we haven't 100%ed any areas whatsoever. But here's Toad Town. It's, well, it may be awesome, but it's kinda really ugly without the sprite clash, but whatever. Maybe we should see if you can find any info. Alright. And we have a tutorial. Alright, now that we're in Toad Town, the first thing that we have to do is, of course, grab a bunch of items. First things first, that heart is super trivial to get. Same as those 60 internets. And then we just jump around over here and mental insurrection, and naturally we get another skill point. By the way, we have a bunch of skill points right now, which means... let's see, that's not quite useful right now. But, alright, that's almost enough to decrease flinch time after taking damage. Decreasing flinch time after taking damage is incredibly useful. Alright, Fireman, what do you have to say? Oh, he just resets your skills if you do stuff wrong. Okay, check the shop periodically. Sometimes weapon gens happen, and that's useful. Oh, by the way, you got our first friendship bracelet. You can equip those and they give out various effects. Right now, you just get more defense, which is useful, I guess. Not that much, but whatever. And now we are able to upgrade our attack, physical defense, and spirit defense. So yeah, that's pretty useful. And let's ignore healing items right now because yeah, they're not that important right now. And well, as long as I play decently enough, they won't be that important regardless. So here's Mayor Toad. He's gonna plot dump us. Right, visitor from a strange land. Oh, so we're not the first ones to be teleported here. Right? Oh, and now we're getting some info in the distorted Travesty world. It's called the Unknown Region, known for its technological advances as well as economic advantage over the world. Its downfall is its rise to corporate powers which now run it without any regards for creativity or any real advancement that doesn't bring them any more monetary value. So it's a country where EA owns everything. Alright, anything that might help? People were drawn to an old castle to the east, and they all disappeared. Alright, and we're gotta go there. Right, and there's a horrific thing within, and it would be helpful if you would kill it. Alright, doubting that place will help us. Dude, Jeremy, we're in a video game. NPCs usually help you when you complete their quests. See, Mayor of Toad Town is a completely trustworthy mushroom person. Alright, yeah, and helping the Mushroom Kingdom's kind of a novelty. Alright, why don't you just get Mario to help? Yeah, good question. Mario just kinda disappeared. Okay, and Bowser just kinda disappeared. Okay. We just wanna get home, but I don't know, something tells me this won't be the easiest thing to happen. Alright, so you see I've pressed J, the jump button, and now there's a star to sign out that we got everything in there. And the more squares there are near the place's name, the more items there are there. And now it's time for us to get to Rompy Mountains, also known as more sprite clash and also incredibly loud midis. Alright, let's get to the old castle. Wine, yeah. Alright, check back in shops periodically to get more stuff. That's important to keep in mind because, yeah, it's a good thing to do that after, I don't know, after every major boss or something, because, you know, it's always helpful to get more stuff. Especially since the game is, whoa, balanced in a way that as long as you get every internet chest available and whatnot, you will pretty much be able to buy everything in your first visit with a bunch of exceptions. Anyway, this place is the first place that really has the first amount of real platforming here, especially since there's bullet bills everywhere. Yep, I did indeed just barely miss. Yeah, well, speak for yourself, Jerry. I kinda forgot about its position in regards to the background. Oh my god. I'm kinda disappointed that there's no other message for missing it twice. Because, I don't know, that would be kinda funny. Alright, now, yeah, you just have to jump max length. If I had used Mental Insurrection there to extend my jump length, I would have missed completely. But I already missed completely twice regardless, so yeah. Anyway, that brings us to another skill point, which means we finally can decrease time after taking damage. That is incredibly important, and this internet chest. I sure grabbed that internet chest, and it sure will be more useful later. By the way, an issue with the elemental barriers. As you can see, I'm using rock right now, but since the background is red, it also comes out as red, so yeah, that's kinda obnoxious and kind of a problem. By the way, you might have noticed a bunch of arrows pointing us to a direction. Yeah, right now... Oh, and now we get fire resistance, which, you know, is useful, might help us against lava when that becomes a thing. Also, this heart is easy to get. And we got Starbus. Yeah, apparently just candy is enough to heal us. By the way, yeah, today here's some explanation about experience boosts. It's pretty silly. Alright, now we're getting to this section, where, okay, this won't be the place where we will die your first time, but we're getting kinda close to it. Okay, first let's kill Goomba, and we have a bit more of energy, and now here we go. You're not really supposed to go up there yet, but as long as you were good enough with Mental Insurrection or... Jesus Christ, come on. Or the Jump Strike, you can get up here. By the way, try not to use Jump Strike too low, otherwise you're just gonna fall and it's gonna be pretty sad. Okay, now what you have to do is kind of push yourself against what you're trying to get up, otherwise you're just gonna fall. Alright, so we have a auto-scroll section here, and the section is gonna be a problem because you see those bullet bills? They sure are bullet bills, and they sure hurt you. Oh, by the way, or you could just dodge them, you know, that's a thing. By the way, Mental Insurrection helps a lot with killing them. This section, while we won't be able to clear it completely right now, has a bunch of items, so it's useful. And here we go, the first death. And the message says regular old game over. But As you can see, the game insults you every time you die, and it's pretty amusing. Alright, so let's give this a second try, but this time let's try to do a little bit better. Alright, try not to get sniped by Koopas, and we're gold. Alright, we still got hit by a bullet bill, but okay, we ran out of stuff. This might be a problem. What? Okay, can we? No, we sure can't kill that guy, but yeah, this section is probably one of the hardest to do, but oh my god. And that is how you clear the section without getting hit even once. Okay, I'm kinda surprised that worked as well as it did, but we got a heart and more energy, so yeah, this place is pretty helpful. Alright, and I didn't think the darkness could get this work too. It really has put the phase distortion to work. That also means it must have all of them captured. These are bad times. I can only hope someone is able to stand up to the darkness. That would probably be us, since you know we are the heroes and the protagonists and whatnot. And that's that section. We won't be able to get the final items until a little bit in the future. Anyway, we're now in the castle and this should be awesome, I guess. Alright, Jeremy was partial to the Murray series, never had a big interest for them, they don't suck, I'm just gonna get into them. Doesn't that mean he's kinda impartial, he doesn't care? Anyway, Jerry is into it, I'm into it, so this will be great. Anyway, we have dry bones here. Despite being nothing but bones, they are fairly durable. The main thing you need to watch out for is their bone throw attack. They're lucky to spam that at times. Earth and fire seem to be their weakness. They also don't get back up like you're used to. Yeah, that's kinda annoying. I also did like the castle stages. They gave a sense of danger and suspense I found missing from some games. Okay, crippled by down strike and weak to fire and earth. Okay, those guys aren't a big deal unless there's main event. By the way, the thing up there says we're going to get hit at least once here, but I don't know. Oh, well, I got hit at least once. I mean, I already did get hit by the dry bone way back there, but man, I wanted to challenge that. By the way, there's a big ol' Yoshi written down right there. It's written down there like that because, oh, now I get what he was talking about bone spam. Alright, yeah. Surfer Buzz used to go by the moniker Dark Yoshi when he made this game. Now he isn't anymore, but yeah, that's his signature there, and the lava section was designed for you to get hit at least once. Yeah, I know that, it was kinda clear up there, and I won't save anymore. Doesn't seem like the best use of my time, especially since how weirdly unreliable the save times are right now. Okay, now I put myself in a problem. I've dodged that expertly. Alright, now to get that I can just mental insurrection and... Alright, how many skill points do I have right now? I have 3. Alright, so first things first, let's decrease dash recover time, because that's useful. And then let's start upgrading those right there, because decreasing spirit consumption with spirit physical techniques is incredibly useful, because it allows you to spam mental extraction way more. Alright, so now there's a weird Metroid Fusion door there that's out of place. Let's try to get it open. If you remember the tutorial stage, you just gotta hit a switch with its proper element, and that would be that. Alright, and ooh, that is indeed that. Hit it, and there we go. I didn't even need to expend energy there, but you know, whatever, it works. By the way, the least hidden secret in the history of the world. Alright, now this place might be an issue if you screw up some easy jumps. Okay, first things first, we got that. Second things second, that's a boo. What to say about rules? Nothing, really. You know everything you need to from previous experience with them. I have noticed a slightly odd behavior with these though. They don't shy away as quickly as normal bulls, which gives you enough time to kick some ass. Wait, you can actually attack them? Oh! Alright then, that makes dealing with them easier. Alright, because you can just... or maybe not. Unless... Okay, no, I'm confused. He apparently has weaknesses, but we can't actually hit it, so that's confusing, and let's pretend that's not even a thing to keep in your minds. Alright, let's kill this guy, and we got a level, that's always helpful. Alright, now... Yup! Getting hit there screws you out of getting that thing. However, let's just keep going and we'll get the thing in our second pass over here. Or when we die, sure. Alright, even if you get hit, you can still save yourself with mental insurrection. Alright, now that we got done with that, how about we don't get hit like a stupid dumb and just get over here and go to the warp zone. Okay, that's a lie, there are no warp zones here, but there sure is a heart, and there sure will be hidden right here, and oh snap, it gives you health and more spirit energy. Anyway, we can just go back this way, and it's pretty easy. Also, we have Rev mode enabled, that's useful. Anyway, you can just use mental insurrection to get back, even though it looks kind of like an intimidating jump. Jerry's kind of a master of jumping real far. And that also makes us so... well, we get this thing, which is useful. We get... but oh my god! I can't believe that really seriously happened. By the way, did I ever read that binary index? I don't think so. Anyway, some abilities give erratic... oh, it's pretty much hinting at you that you can use mental insurrection to go a little bit higher. Anyway, that's useful knowledge and something that you should use pretty much all the time. And alright, the thing is still unlocked. You'd have to go this way if you didn't go through the shortcut. Anyway, there's a heart here. It's incredibly easy to get, and yeah, it says you need to get 4 pieces of heart to actually get an upgrade. What the heck just happened? We're in a ghost house suddenly. Yeah, usually that's the sort of thing that happens when you give a person lunar magic. Alright, he's checking it out. Alright, and he's logged into the weird system we're in. Alright, and he's learning everything. He actually is able to physically hack into the world and view its content, so yeah, Jeremy pretty much has lunar magic right now. Okay, parts of the world have collided and spliced together. Alright, yeah, the tutorial was helpful. Why would you ever doubt an NPC? This isn't Castlevania 2. Well, right now it isn't. Anyway, there's more guys here, and this place is really pretty much unremarkable. There's some chests, there's some enemies, you can deal with them easily, and that was that. Okay, not really. Now we're in a weird mishmash of castle and ghost house, which, I don't know, it is what it is, and what it is not really the most remarkable thing ever. Alright, now let's double back up here because there is a thing and I am interested in that thing. And I have acquired said thing. 16 internets, this is gonna be helpful in the near future. Alright, that was a purple crawly thing that has the same properties as the darkness, apparently. But yeah, as you can see, he was kind of similar to it, and yeah, we'll see more of that eventually, though it's gonna take a while. And now it's pointing out how you shouldn't press directions if you're dashing. Now let's get ready for the first boss. It's Dark Mine, for some reason. Yep, he's not from Mario, he's from Kirby. Right, regardless if you figure out where this thing came from, he's not the same because he was infused with some sort of energy. And he wants us to conform to them. Right, giving out the same signals, he's gonna try to kill us. And okay. And Jerry's still pissed that he missed episodes of his TV show. Well, who cares? It's the internet era, there's always Netflix. Or files. Alright, destruction of the anomaly shall commence. And, okay, gonna attack, he's attacking. Alright, so he's the first real boss. This is quite an opponent if you got here. Is it though? The original is made of pure darkness, now it's combined with some other form of dark energy. The best way to learn is to fight your opponent. Is to be observant. Try to stay away from the dark vortex it sends out. When it closes its arms, its defenses go way up. However, if you use a fireball on it when it looks angered, you can cripple it. Also, I'm detecting a weakness to wind, so yeah, that was useful. I don't know what this dark entity is that you've seen. Maybe a symbiote of some sort, but doesn't seem to be it though. I need to further analyze what is that this is. What? Whoa! Incoherence. Keep fighting, you can bring this thing down, you've been through worse. Yeah, I sure have been. So anyway, this guy, he's kind of a complete pushover because yeah, he's really the first boss we... Okay, that's a new thing. Alright, yeah, he leaves himself way open to anything. By the way, what exactly counts as anger for this guy? You know, let's try to figure that out. Oh, that is angered apparently. Anyway, let's just kinda spam upward strike and that will probably, oh, but be enough to destroy him completely. That dark vortex isn't even anything of worth, and we can just spam a little bit and he's dead. Yeah, he isn't a very difficult boss. What was up with that? The data I received is interesting. However, whatever's going on is definitely not normal. Okay, two things that weren't supposed to be here. Yeah, two previous areas have me confused. The whole place became suddenly distorted. What do you suggest we do? Didn't help how to get home, but now there's massive amounts of energy in that area. Massive amounts of energy generating from a muffin. It's a style bear muffin, nonetheless. Alright, and we can't just eat it because it's giving out energy. You could say it's a McMuffin. McMuffin. Anyway, that dark creature was guarding this thing. Let's ask Toad if he knows anything about this muffin, and let's absorb it. Right, magical items. Yeah. It has the standard mega thing behavior. It even makes you do a weird gut punch pose. Alright, we have obtained the magical Strawberry Muffin. And we also got new techniques, Flame Pillar and Water Barrier. Flame Pillar is pretty much worthless, and Water Barrier is useful against Tamako, which is gonna be a thing in this game. Alright, hidden powers have been brought out, and we can use this portal to quickly exit. Alright then, in the next episode we'll be speaking to Toad again. Also, I haven't cleared this place completely. Huh!